Hey, how you doing? Matt Martin here with Epic Property Management with vlog number 2 for my epic adventures in real estate. Thank you everybody for watching and subscribing so far. It's very exciting to see the numbers increase and I appreciate it, so thank you so much. If there's any topics that you want to see, don't be afraid to PM me and I will add it to upcoming videos. So what I wanted to do is continue for vlog number 2 on creating the listing and talk a little bit about filming a video for social media or YouTube. So what's important with this is a couple different things. Is the first thing that you want to do is prep the apartment. So what does that mean? Number one, clean it. Make sure that any construction debris is cleaned up. That if there was a tenant that just moved out, all their stuff is gone. You don't want anything left over there. You want people to have a clean image and a clean perspective on what the apartment will look like with their stuff in it. So make sure it's empty. I know that goes against some of the things I said in the first video with Think Like a Real Estate Agent, but some people just can't see past another person's furniture. Plus, you don't want to have to rely on somebody else's furniture to show the apartment well. So keep that in mind. So clean the windows, get everything all prepped, sweep the floor, get a Swiffer, hit it real quick with a wet dry vac, and make sure everything is gleaming and looks fantastic. The bathroom is wiped down. The mirrors are clean. You want to make sure all these little details look fantastic, because what you don't want to happen is have it come through the video that you didn't take care of it and that the person moving in is going to have a lot of prep work to do. So keep that in mind. Prep the apartment. What you want to do before you start the video is walk around. Open all the blinds halfway, and then the upper portion that's still drawn down, you want to open it at about half. So what that will do is still allow a ton of light to filter into every single room to really let the apartment shine, but it's also going to create interesting shadows as you walk through to create a little definition. You're going to have the lines on the floors or walls from the blinds that you have inside of the apartment. It'll look really nice and come through well in the video. And the next thing you want to do is turn on every single light, even if it's bright. Right now it's bright. It's 11 o'clock. It's very sunny outside. I still have the lights on above me in this room to help with the lighting because it makes a difference. It allows those weird shadows that can happen with sunlight to go away. And it adds another level of warmth to the apartment. When you're walking through the apartment and you have everything ready, make sure you're recording with something that has high quality video. It's going to allow people to really see everything. So make sure you're recording in high definition. If you can record in 4 or 8K, depending if you have an iPhone or the latest GoPro, use one of those, whatever you have to record the best video possible. And if you have earpods or something for a microphone to catch your narration as you walk through, make sure you have those on too, because again, you're going to have the camera turned away from you as you're walking around and viewing the apartment, and you don't want your voice to be muffled as you go through this. So just keep that piece in mind. When you're actually doing the walkthrough, before you just grab the camera and just walk through and say, yeah, this is the apartment, this is the living room, what you want to do is open up the door to the apartment and think of it through a fresh perspective. So what does that mean? You want to think of it as the person seeing it for the first time. Do a walkthrough and think of the best way to make your walkthrough flow. So what I like to tend to do is kind of what you do naturally when you walk into a store. You walk in the door and go to the right. So that's what I try to do first. If not, I'll go straight. I barely ever go left unless that's really the flow of the apartment. I open up the front door and then immediately begin talking about what every single room is. So part of your walkthrough, you're going to want to think about the highlights in every single room. Did you just redo the hardwood floors? Is there new lighting, fresh paint, new mini blinds? What is it that's special in every single room that you just spent time and money on improving for the next tenant to go in for your video to really showcase? And do this for every single room as you walk through, and in your head, or even say it out loud as you walk through, kind of what you want to say as you walk through. this is going to sound a little strange, but the way that I do this is something that I picked up on a show from HBO where they talked about kind of behind the scenes of how they film movies. And one of the things that they talked about was they say what they're doing during the movie or exactly what they're looking at. And that's all that I do. So as I'm doing my mental walkthrough, I'm looking around and I'm saying to myself, these hardwood floors look like a bowling alley. The sunlight's flooding through here. Look at all the natural light coming through these windows. LED lighting, ceiling fans to help keep the apartment cooler during the summer and warmer during the winter to help reduce your energy cost. You know, think of every single benefit for the apartment that's there, because you want to really showcase it during the video. Some people may rent it and never be able to see it because they're relocating from another part of the country, or just schedules collide and it just doesn't work. And people need to trust that the video is really going to showcase your apartment well. So now when it comes time to actually do your walkthrough, you want to do a couple different things. I usually introduce myself first because I'm the point of contact for everybody going forward. So if somebody's reaching out for the apartment, they're going to know who I am, or at least be able to put a face to the name as we're talking on the phone or texting each other about the apartment. So I introduce myself. I say that I'm from Epic Property Management, just like I did at the beginning of this video. And then I begin to talk about the apartment. I give a quick description. It's a 1-bedroom, a 2-bedroom, or whatever. There's off-street parking. Look at the renovation we just did. It's nice and fresh. And then I turn my iPhone. I use the 12 Pro Max. I turn the iPhone at that point and begin to walk through the apartment. And usually what I do at that point is I'm walking through the door, just like they would, and then right into the apartment. I'll go right through the living room or whatever room is first, and I'm showcasing those hardwood floors, the new carpeting, the fresh paint, you know, the LED lighting, and I'm going room by room by room. One of my favorite things to do when I hit the kitchen is show soft closed drawers. I don't know why people love them. They absolutely love soft closed drawers and cabinets. So if the apartment has it, I make sure I'm opening the drawer and I'm slamming it shut. And right before it gets to that point, the camera's on it and it slows down and then sucks itself in. People love it. I get why, you know, you don't have to hear things slamming along, especially if you have kids. But I love to showcase that because people love it. If there's laundry in the unit, I show the laundry. If there's a hookup, I show it. I go through every single room in the apartment, but I do it quick. I make the entire tour about a minute to a minute and a half. And some things that I want to do is make sure that I have very little void in the narration of when I walk around. So what does that mean? I don't stop talking. Even if I say that the hardwood floors were just refinished 3 times in 3 different rooms, I'm still doing it. You don't really want many lulls because people get bored. So you want to make sure that there's lulls. There's some GoPro software that's free, especially if you have a GoPro, where you can make videos and add music. They have a ton of music that's free that you can choose from to just add to the narration. Plus it does some cool little videos that you can put together in a GoPro. So sometimes I'll do that, but I prefer to naturally narrate and walk around. But it depends on the unit and kind of what the circumstances are. Because sometimes I can't make it to record and I might send somebody else. And if I do, that's usually when I do the GoPro videos and then do the video editing through their software, which is free. When you have a GoPro, I don't know if it's free or not. It's called Quick, Q-U-I-K. But it is real nice to use, super easy, very intuitive. So again, it's about a minute to a minute and a half long. I make sure I say the address 3 times in the videos. If you look at some of my videos, sometimes I don't. It's just because I screwed up. Now, what I'm going to do next is show you a walkthrough, how I prep, and how to go through that. So that'll be video number 3 that will be out in just a couple days. Thank you again for looking to me for advice and kind of what I do with my apartments and what I do for others with the apartments. If there's anything I can do for you, don't hesitate to reach out. Have a great afternoon. Thanks. Don't forget to subscribe.